Greetings, folks. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like and subscribe and the notification bell. Thanks for joining me. Yes, tonight is a very special launch for my new novella, Boiling Shadow. It's out now, out today from Mannison Press. There's links underneath the video. You should be able to find them. There's links to all sorts of little bits and bobs, like the announcement video and the trailer and ebooks and Amazon and all that kind of jazz. Yeah, now Boiling Shadow is the follow-up to Burning Reflection, which was my first ever solo release, and I've been constantly amazed by how well it was received. So when Mannison opened up for novellas, it was kind of a no-brainer. It was like, yeah, gonna have to do it. Yeah, so I'm actually joined tonight by Mannison Press co-founders Ronald, Linson and Deidre J. Owen. Now, there will be a prize draw. I'm not going to announce the winner tonight. I'll do that in a separate video at some point, basically because it's a complete pain to try and write and talk at the same time. I can't multitask. So all you have to do to enter is say, give me tentacles. So give me a tentacle gif, give me tentacles, just do something tentacular in the comments section. Right, yeah, so what we'll do now is we'll bring on my guests. First, from Florida, it's Deidre J. Owen. Hello.
Good evening, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. So how is it in Florida at the minute?
Tentacular. That's a great word, I love that word. Yeah. It's actually
become
quite
my favorite.
balmy. It's balmy down here. A high of 80 today, it's just gorgeous.
Nice. It's a grey and miserable here, as you would imagine.
I wore a scarf today to kind of simulate the fall feeling, you know, but I'm
like it.
Sweating under it.
Yeah.
But it's my giraffe scarf. It's my giraffes. I got my little shoulder giraffe here. So it's not
nice.
Tentacles, but
it works. It works. Right, yeah. So you designed the cover for this.
I did indeed. I did, and I absolutely love it. I love it. The camera doesn't do it justice. I got my proof card.
Yay!
Cameras don't do it justice. I don't think.
No,
it
doesn't.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Doesn't pick up the back very well.
It doesn't with the shadow hands. Yeah.
Yeah. With the design, the sigil design on it.
And it's a nice chunky volume too. I love the size of this.
Yeah,
that's a solid novella, man.
Yeah, it's come out chunkier than I was expecting, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
Compared to the first one, it's.
I know. Well, the first one is a little novelette. It was one of our mini books, so you can kind of see the little size difference. And I know that's going to drive some people absolutely nuts when you have a little series. Me too. It drives me nuts too when you have a series where the books are the same size. But sorry.
Nice.
But yeah,
I'm
I
one
love
of those
designing.
people. I
love
very
designing the covers, so getting at least thematically they jive. They've got the little crackle wall in the back that I absolutely adore.
Yeah, and the nice font.
The font, I love that font
as well. Again, it probably won't pick it up, but you've got the same scene break.
Yeah, you're the kind of numerology. Let's see if it'll pick up on my end. There you go.
There you go.
This way.
I think your camera's slightly better than mine. Like I say, I'm on my B laptop at the minute. Yeah. Hey, how are you doing, man? Cheers for tuning in.
Wild West.
Yeah, the Wild West. I love it. Right, so now we'll bring on Ron.
Yes.
Hello. Hear me?
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, loud and clear, mate.
Yeah. How you doing, Kim?
I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, very good. How are you doing over there?
Oh, it's kind of a mixture between what you have in England and what Gangster has in Florida. It's cold and sunny. It's like in the 40s, and it's like bright sunshine. So somewhere in between. You know, I rather have warm and sunny, but what are you gonna do? You know. Yeah,
I'm just trying to work out what that is in what we do. we do temperature different over here.
60 is 16. That's what I always latched on to. 16 is 60. So right. 40 is like, I don't know, what would that be, like?
8?
9.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
8, something like that.
probably
Yeah,
like,
it's about the
probably
same
like 11,
about the
probably
same
like
sort of
11,
temperature as we
12
are then.
degrees. Yeah, it's probably 11 or 12 in Celsius, probably somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, so you worked on the edits, and again, as always, you've done an absolutely superb job.
Oh, thank you.
I can't stress that enough. But you do a great job every time you've done my edits.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah. So how long did it take you to do it?
Well, generally for something this size, maybe, with all the other work I had to do, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks in that range, I guess. But, if I really have nothing else to do, it would probably take me much less time. But, I think that's around 10, 12, 14 days, right? So
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. No, because you've not done novellas before, have you? It's this is your sort of first run of novellas, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah. So how many more have you got coming out?
We have
two more.
2 more this year.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
And then you've done with novellas for a bit.
What's that? 7? Is that 7?
7. Yeah.
I think that's 7. Now I've got 1, maybe 2 of my own,
Right.
kind of simmering. Yeah. I've got 2. One's done and it's in like beta reader phase. I'm kind of going through revisions. One is half written and I'm like excited about it, but I had to kind of step away to focus on that's what happens when you're the publisher. You kind of other people's work. It's other people's work right now. It's your work right now. It's your work. Tonight's your night. So it's we might get to it eventually. So we might have a few more coming out maybe early part of next year. That might be some of our own work. I know Ron's working on some of his own stuff too. He's got some stuff on the burner. So
nice. Yeah.
But 2 more this year.
Those, but secrecy. Yeah. No. That's great. You've had a really busy year, haven't you? That was a great expression.
We overdid it a little bit, and there was some very large response to our novellas call, which was astonishing. We expected maybe 20, 22, 23, 24 in that range, but we got double that. So.
Yeah, we tallied it up, and it was like a million words. It was 1 million words. We got sent 1 million words by you guys. And it was a little overwhelming, so it took us longer to get through the submission process than we would have liked. So this has been the year of novellas, and so we're going to take a little break at the beginning of the year and maybe get back to mini books for a little while.
Right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And get work on some of your own stuff for a change.
Yes.
Exactly.
We're authors. We were authors first, and we writers. So we're anxious to get back to our own stuff too.
I hear that story a lot from publishers who have, it's like they started doing it because they're writers and they have a passion for it, and then they can't write anymore. You hear that a lot.
Yeah. It's worth it though. It's really great to see people like you. Because I was looking at the Burning Reflection proof I had here, and you had said this was your first solo publication, right? And I always date my proofs when they come in, and the proof came in October 24th, 2020. Nice. So just a little over a year ago, this came in. And excellent. In a year, you have been going just gangbusters over the past year. Every time I turn around, huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Tim's got something coming out, huzzah. Sometimes it's us, sometimes it's not. Huzzah. You have had a very busy year, sir, and it is an honor to kind of be getting in on the ground floor of Tim Mendes.
Yeah, this year has been insane, to be honest. I'm actually looking forward to December. I'm going to become a hermit. I'm just going to turn the internet off and disappear for a few weeks. Just like, it's because it's all the promotion and stuff like that as well. It's like I haven't got anything like proper writing done properly for weeks now because my entire time has just been spent
marketing.
We know how that is.
And stuff.
Yes. Yep.
And in December I'm just going to buckle down and get some stuff that I want to do done and just ignore the world for a bit, I think.
Do it. Absolutely. That's wonderful. That's a great plan.
That's what you two guys said earlier, wasn't it? Callum says, to be fair, he has tentacles, 8 stories in one go with Artem.
Indeed.
You guys said earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, excellent. Now, speaking of tentacles, if you want to be in with a shout for the book, for a signed copy, I've got 3 to give away. Just give me some tentacles in the comment section. Yeah, that's all you got to do, guys. Like I say, I'll announce that. I'll announce the winner later in the week because I just really can't be bothered to do it now because it's tricky. Last time I was scrawling on the paper and it just completely illegible and it was just a disaster. So
I think was that with us? Was I
Yes.
on that show? It was
for Pseudopod. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Pseudopod, and I remember I was kind of talking to Phil in his face, right? Because you're like writing.
Yeah.
So I get why you would want to kind of.
Yeah, no, I'll do it another day. I'll just do it another day.
It's a bit much.
My brain isn't working properly today. I'm just exhausted. So, right, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll give you all a little bit of an excerpt, and then if you have any questions, get them down in the comments section. We'll do a short Q&A afterwards. So I'll bring you 2 guys back on in a bit, if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
Good.
Yep. Speak to you soon. Right. Yeah. Boiling Shadow is part of what I call the Hollowhills Cycle, which incorporates Burning Reflection, which is the first bit in it. It also incorporates a couple of stories that are in my collection, the Pseudopod that Rocks the Cradle, which is also from Mannison Press. You can find that, go through my website or my Amazon page, that kind of business. There's a couple of stories in that, After Image and the Hollowhills. Now, that was actually the first one that I wrote. And I kind of fell in love with the place. It's like when I started making my own little world, I needed a mining town. I needed a proper Cornish mining town. So that's what it was. And I love it. I keep going back to it now because it's just such a sort of creepy little place that I've really sort of fallen in love with it. It's weird. So while I was writing this, I had what became the ideas for what became Boiling Shadow. Sort of came to me while I was in the writing process. So I've had this planned since before that came out, but I just hadn't got round to writing it. And one of the concepts with it is I'm a very accident-prone person. Throughout my life, I've had some quite horrific accidents, and basically everything that every major accident that happens to the character in the book has happened to me. That'll add to the wince factor when you read it. For example, I don't know whether I can tell very well, but there you go. Yeah, I'm saying no more. So what I'll do, I'm going to read you a little excerpt. I'm not going to start right at the beginning. Bill has been taken to his grandfather's house in Hollowhills because his parents have just passed away in a shipwreck. And he's gone there and he's just had the news, and as you can imagine, he's distraught and he's gone to bed. And so we start now with a dream sequence. Awakening in a dream, Bill gazed through the thick fog at the hazy light from the nearby lighthouse. The keeper sounded the horn at regularly spaced intervals, sending vibrations through the cliffs, causing roosting seabirds to flee in terror. Wild waves slammed the rocks below with such force that he nearly lost his footing and tumbled to a watery grave. Looking around, Bill could barely see the path that led down towards the dim shadows of a town below. Everything was bathed in a lambent glow from the bloated moon that hung low above the sea. In the distance, he could hear the creak of stressed timbers as a ship struggled against the swell of the tide. The air was suddenly filled with the sounds of clattering bells and panicked screams. On the beach below, several men carrying oil lamps raced towards the crag. Peering towards the source of the sound, he saw smudges of light becoming visible as a ship raced towards the craggy promontory. With a colossal crash, the off-course vessel struck the jagged rocks. That hellish din was followed by a tremendous roar of cracking timber and twisting metal as the ship was rent asunder. The awful cries of the doomed passengers rose to a crescendo that made Bill's bones ache and his teeth itch. As tears rolled down his adolescent cheeks, the cries were mercifully cut off by water rushing into their lungs. "Ahoy!" the men on the beach cried as the ship was swallowed by the sea. "Any survivors?" Racing to the edge of the promontory, Bill fell to his knees and gazed over the edge in a desperate attempt to spy anyone still clinging onto life. Alas, there was nothing. All he could discern under the swirling miasma were splinters of wood and fabric twisting like ghostly jellyfish. After a while, the signs of the search party ceased as they gave up hope and went back to the safety of the lighthouse. Bill was left alone, shivering with cold and shock, with only the mournful sound of the foghorn for company. Raising himself off the damp grass, whispering a silent prayer for the lost, Bill slowly turned. "William!" His heart nearly imploded as a gurgling whisper called to him from the fog. It was familiar, but different at the same time. "Mother?" he asked softly, and when no answer came, started to walk hesitantly towards the source of the sound. "Over here." This time the awfully distorted voice came from further over and was male. "Father?" Bill's slippered feet scuffled in the sun-baked scrub as he quickened his pace and hurried forward. "Mother? Father? Where are you? Where are you?" The echoing clatter of a kicked stone bouncing off the rocks alerted Bill to imminent danger. He pulled up sharply and looked down. He'd been mere inches away from hurtling off the headland to the shingle below. As he panted for breath, an unknown voice chuckled in a deep timbre. "Come closer." "You're not my parents. Who are you?" Bill screamed into the fog hysterically as he backed slowly away from the edge and collided with a figure. He didn't want to turn around, but knew that he must. The figure felt rigid against his back, seawater soaked through his nightshirt to his goose-fleshed skin. Slowly holding his breath, he turned. "Hello, William." A piercing scream that Bill never knew he was capable of escaped from his trembling lips as he took in the shape before him. It was his mother, and she was dead. Half of her once pretty face was a mangled mess of necrotic flesh and shattered bone. Her eyeball dangled obscenely, almost touching her blue lips. Cackling maniacally, she reached out for him with elongated fingers tipped with savage nails. Ducking sideways, Bill dodged her touch as she started to laugh with the voice of the unknown man. Bill turned and ran. He ran as fast as his frozen legs would allow. He had never excelled at physical activity, but at that point he could have outpaced England's first 11. Following the track down from the outcrop, his feet slipped on the shingle, and he barely avoided landing flat on his face. Risking a glance behind him, Bill was shocked to see that the cadaverous image of his drowned mother had been replaced by a patch of inky blackness that stood in sharp contrast to the moonlit fog. Baleful orange eyes like hot coals snapped open at head height on the amorphous thing as it began to form itself into a roughly humanoid shape. From all around, the grim cackle of his pursuer drowned out the crash of the waves and the blasts of the foghorn until Bill's ears were filled with this insidious rattle. "Bill, William, Willie, come to me." Screaming at the top of his lungs, the terrified boy found himself completely incapable of flight. As the shape shuddered towards him, each step the shadow took caused its edges to become jagged and barbed like it was wrapped in hawthorn. It was mere inches from engulfing him when he was spun around and shaken violently by the bloated and drowned spectre of his father. "You are in great danger. Don't let the shadow taste your blood." Bill screamed as the spectre threw him headfirst into a dense patch of fog. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Obviously, he wakes up and he's not very happy about that dream, as you would imagine. Right, yeah, so if you have any questions about the story or anything like that, then just have a look through the comments section. Excellent. I will bring Deidre and Ron back on. Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Hello. Excellent.
The comments are cracking me up over here, which is it's a funny little dichotomy I've had going. I'm laughing at the comments and I'm hearing your reading, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
There's some great comments, isn't there? David Bowmore says, "My parents were like that." Blimey.
Oh, always love your reading, Tim. Absolutely.
Thank you. Callum says, "Proper creepy and fabulous. Cheers, mate." Jennifer Garrett, love it. Excellent, thank you. Michelle Rivers picked up on the innuendo. Come to me, Willie. There's always one. There's always one. Excellent, excellent.
Always.
You're going to be yelling ahoy in his tone of voice. Ahoy!
That made me laugh. That made me laugh.
Came from.
Now I want to go back and listen to it again.
Survivors.
Yeah, alien survivors. I don't know where that even came from. Excellent. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Callum. Callum has put up a link to Pseudopod that Rocks the Cradle. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. I knew there was one I'd missed off the. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So excellent. If you have any questions, get them in now. We're going to go off in a second. Yeah. To anybody that is around near Brighton on the 20th, which is the Saturday, I will be appearing at the Brighton and Hove Book Fair at the Unitarian Church, which is basically opposite the Royal Pavilion. So I'll be there from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and I'll be signing and selling copies of this very book.
Nice.
This very book, Pseudopod. Also, another Mannison Press publication that I'm in. There'll be other stuff as well, like my novellas, Creeping Void, and Grime of the Ancient Mariner. But I'll also have copies of To Be a Dark Mother, which, yes, have you got it? Have you got it? Which contains all three of us.
There we go. Yes, there. Okay.
Which contains myself, Deidre, Ron, Eric Labrie, and Benjamin Michael Green. Yeah, and it's very, 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 very disturbing. So if you want to buy somebody an incredibly creepy present for Christmas, there you go.
Be a very interesting Christmas present. It should come with a warning caveat, a little warning label.
Yeah, like the one on my back. I don't know if I can't see.
Yeah, but that's your next tattoo. Caution, tentacles.
Yeah, I've got that on the back of my t-shirt. And I've got the pin badges as well, and so I'll be selling those as well. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, Callum. Yeah, you go. Yeah, Callum approves of the cover. I love all the covers. They're great. Pseudopod is like, I had to have a t-shirt of it because it's just like,
I love it. Thank you.
Excellent. Yes. So, like I say, at the bottom of the screen, you've seen the thing scrolling along. That's how you get a copy on Amazon. There is also another books to read link there, which will take you to other ebook markets and all that other jazz. Yeah. So click on those and have a look, and I hope everybody reads it, enjoys it, and I'm very happy to see that I've had a review already on Amazon UK, and it's a 5-star review, so I'm ecstatic about that. So yeah, so excellent. Right, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks, guys. So just before we go, what are you two working on right now? Deidre?
Well, scrambling frantically to get these last 2 novellas out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hours over the past couple of days working on formatting. One of the last novellas is actually longer than this one. Yeah, so it's
I was really pushing against the word count.
Yeah, it's another chonker. We got one more chonker coming out. Actually, they're both good-sized novellas, so they're fortunately, I had the cover work done early. Yeah, it is. It's a good size. It's a really good size book, bordering on a short novel. So unfortunately, I had the cover work kind of going early. Whenever I have inspiration, I jump right on it. So that way it gives me that jump start. That's Mannison Press stuff, and I'm chomping at the bit to get back at my own work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ron, what are you up to at the minute?
Well, I can mention our little combined project with you, me, and Rhiannon Lotz.
Yes.
I'm not going to name it because we don't really have a title yet, but
no, not yet.
It's going to be like a mini book triplet with 3 stories in it. And it's going to be basically around the theme of Hollywood and cinema, and it's all Cthulhu and cosmic horror related. So, and I'm hoping that you two will write humorous stories. Mine was humorous, so let's.
Oh yes, it will be.
Yeah.
I've already got a lot. I've already made a load of notes. I've got some gags in there.
It mixes humor and cosmic horror, a great combination there. Yep. So.
Yes, definitely.
Little nouveau Lovecraftian. You like to bend that Lovecraftian genre, don't you, Ron?
Yep.
Nouveau.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy you invited me to that, because that's right up my street. It's just that's perfect for me. slightly ridiculous story involving cinema and Cthulhu. I'm in.
That'll be out sometime like next year, probably in the spring. So
Yep.
I haven't started thinking about cover or anything yet. I'm going to wait till I get your guys' stories in before I start.
Like I said,
delving into that, but
so.
It will have tentacles.
Because Ronald sent me your story, Ron. I was chuckling. I was chuckling to myself while I was reading it on the train. I was just like, "Oh, this is brilliant." So thanks for that. Right, thank you guys, and thanks to everybody for tuning in. The only thing remains to be said is go and buy yourself a copy of the book. Please.
Don't forget to enter the draw. Tentacles.
Oh yeah, don't forget the draw. Yeah, don't forget the draw. Just get me some
time yet. Still time to add your tentacles. Yep.
Yeah, get them in before. I'll probably do it at the weekend, so you'll have a couple of days. So anybody catching up, get it in the comment section, and I'll get you in the prize draw. Excellent. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and thank you all at home.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, my pleasure. Right. Bye.